Welcome to Monday Night Live, the weekly training that guides professionals to financial prosperity. Join our community and let's start building your wealth.
All right, welcome aboard, guys. We'll get you promoted here, so hang on un momento. Oh, good, we've got some of the new folks. Hot dog. This will just take a minute, and then we can get started here. So as I'm promoting you for the new folks, you should see some indicator on your screen. I'm not sure what it looks like because you're on the receiving end. But whatever it is, go ahead and accept it and make yourself a panelist. That would be great. Let's see. Hey, G. Looks like you're muted. So I'm going to promote you to co-host. There you are. All right. Good to see you guys.
All right. I am here.
Yeah. I know you're here because there you are.
What's amazing. Make me whatever it is you have to make me, and I'll start bringing people in.
Okay. Alakabam, alakazoo, boom. You are now a co-host.
Thank you.
I think you're, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure I made you.
Gary, I'm good. I can see it.
Sure.
I'm on it. Okay.
Okay, good. Guys, we're going to give everybody another few minutes here to get in and get started. And while you're waiting, so tonight we're going to revisit some of the platforms we've looked at that we can participate in multiple levels, namely free in the beginning, like Zillow, Bigger Pockets, Connected Investors, Realtor.com, Homes.com. And Zoodealio is not free, but I wanted to go over that again. And hopefully Tim Luke will be on tonight. We can take a look at that because he bought, I think what's called the enterprise version. So instead of you spending $130 a month, you can pay $65 a month and still have all the full functionality you would get as an individual user, plus some other things that Tim's doing on the side. So any case, we'll talk about that too. And if we have time, as usual, we'll open it up for just Q&A for those of you who are interested to hang out a little bit extra. We'll try to wrap up by 8, and I'll usually stay on another half hour, sometimes longer. I think the world record, didn't we do 2.5 hours one time, Gina, I think?
For a hoodle, we did. I'm so tired. I turned into a pumpkin twice and all the little mice.
Yeah. Well, this is my first day back from vacation, and I want to thank you guys. It was a great 2 weeks. I did open up last week for some strategy call sessions just to have a few available for people that needed them. But for the most part, I think I maybe have 1 or 2 calls or emails a day or text. It really wasn't, it was, I was able to really enjoy myself. And I don't remember ever taking 2 weeks off like that ever since I was in grade school, So, that was a pretty tall order, but it was so much fun. Got to relax and really fell in love with New Smyrna Beach, Florida. It's really super nice little beach town, So, and I have a new marketing plan, by the way, I came up with there. It's called the Gary Wilson Marketing Plan for Agent Attraction and Production While You're on Vacation. That's going to be the name of the plan. Because guess what? Everything worked out very well, even though I was on vacation. So you guys are awesome. Production numbers went up. We attracted a few new people to the team. So overall, I'm just going to go ahead and go on vacation from here to the end of time, since it worked out so well. He was saying, no way. So, yeah. Any case, all seriousness, uh, all joking aside, I guess let's go ahead and jump into tonight's subject. Let me check the time here. All right, we got another minute, but let's do a quick poll here. If you could, do me a favor and type in the chat box. Let's just start with Zillow. If you're already on Zillow, even if you're not on the team profile, if you have your own individual profile, if you could just type in a chat box, you just type in the word Zillow to let me know you have your own profile on Zillow, okay? Because I'm going to actually log into Zillow. We're going to make a bit of a working session tonight. For those of you who have not had not on Zillow, or you try to get on the team profile and couldn't figure it out, we're going to try to solve that tonight. So let me do a quick check here. Let's see. Clarence Belton. So Clarence, we'll get into Zillow. It's real easy. And if you have not been sent the invite to join the team profile, I'll do that. So just so you guys, just a brief reminder, on Zillow, and my understanding is we can do the same thing with Realtor.com and Homes.com, is you're allowed to have an individual or solo profile and also be on the team profile. It doesn't cost you anything. The benefit is it gives you double the exposure, okay? So not just for people searching, but also when people do searches on Google, anything on the internet is captured in the search. So if you're showing up on, Realtor.com, Homes.com, Zillow.com, Bigger Pockets, Connected Investors, that's 5. And of the first 3, Zillow, Homes, and Realtor.com, you also have the additional team profile that you're on. That's not 5 profiles. That's now 8 profiles, 8 ways that Google can pump you up to the top of the search results. So just do a hand raise. Does that make sense, guys, what I just described there? Okay. It's not like a silver bullet. It's not like tomorrow you're going to wake up, you're going to have a bunch of leads. But over time, you should. I've done this before, and without paying a dime over a period of a year, we would have several dozen leads. Now there are paid versions, but we're trying to keep costs down, and sometimes we can strike a deal and get a team program going with some of these sites and save everybody a bunch of money. So, okay. Now, does anybody have any questions before we start on any of these profiles? I know, like Bonetta, I think you and I and one of our assistants was working with you on your Zillow profile. Did we ever get that straight, Bonetta?
Yes, I had to call the guy. It was something that had to be checked on my end, and they had to tell me where to go. So it wasn't something that I would have ever discovered on my own how to correct that.
Gotcha.
Can you repeat for me one more time the 5 places you said? Zillow, Realtor, Homes, Bigger Pockets, and what am I missing?
Oh, Connected Investors.
Oh yeah, I got that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, I get probably a couple times a week something coming from Connected Investors, and I'm honestly I'm not that active, but what I recommend for any of these sites you're on, I would make it a part of your daily routine, not like an hour or 2 hours. I mean, I'm talking like 60 seconds. Okay. So on each one of those, go out there, check it. If anybody's trying to contact you, respond to them, do that as a regular course of business. It won't take a lot of time, and it should generate some activity for you. Now, the reason this is so important is in this business, obviously you're going to contribute one or all of 3 things: time, energy, and money. So depending on your circumstances, if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of money, you need to devote more time and energy to the things that don't cost money, right? To start to generate some business. As time goes on and you gradually start building your business and increasing your income, you'll have more of a budget that you can pay for things. Right now, your money's working for you and you're paying for some of these things that generate more business, right? But in the beginning, usually most of us start off with what we can offer, which is time and energy, right? At the end of the day, if you've done it that way, you might as well keep all those things you started, keep them going, because again, it gives you more juice on the internet. You'll find your search results showing up higher and higher, because that's just those sites. What about your website page that you have? If you're in EXP, most of you are, you've got a website page automatically through KV Core. And if you have your own website, that's another one, right? Now, also, you're on our team website, globalinvestoragent.com. You've got a profile there. There's another site. Now you're up to maybe 10, people able to find you 10 different ways on the internet, okay? And if you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, right? There's 3 more there. And YouTube, right? All of those are free. You can spend money on them, but you can get in for free. The point is, if you got more than 10 ways to be found online, you're probably going to get some leads online, right? Everybody with me so far? Okay, good. So let me check the chat box here real quick. I said if you had any questions, please let me know. Actually, let me ask this question. I'm just curious. Raise your hand or just type in the chat box if you've ever got any business through any of those channels, or even just contact. Someone reached out to you and they turned into a contact to put on your database. Has anybody gotten that far with it? So Gilbert has. How you doing, Gil? Good to see you, man. So what's funny is that this is the first team meeting I've been on, I don't know how many weeks, and it feels like I've been away forever. Seeing some of you guys. So, hey, by the way, I do want to recognize some of the newer agents. Giselle is on, Louisa. He's up in Washington State. And DeAndre, I know you've been on more than a month, and I can't remember if we ever formally introduced you to the rest of the team here. Let's see, we have some guests. Sharon Brown's on. Good to see you, Sharon. Melinda Sands is fairly new. She's fairly new to the team. Clarence is fairly new, but he's been on a couple of calls already. Doris Lee, we got a guest there, another guest, and Chris Patterson's also pretty new. So, in any case, welcome aboard, guys. All right, I'm going to do a share screen, and we'll go ahead and go into. We'll start with Zillow. So Zillow, hopefully it'll. Zillow, let's go down here to this one, okay? All right, now, I'm going to find myself as if I'm a consumer. So I'm going to click on Agent Finder, right? So I'm not logged in at this point. I'm going to type in my name, Gary Wilson, hit the search, and it should pop up here. Looks like I'll be on the second page. Let's go there. We used to go in the first page. There I am. Okay, so let's click on that. 31 reviews. Now, some of these are mine, some of them are yours. If you're on the team and you've got your profile up here. Okay, so there's Benetta right there. There's Kendra. There's Deb, Cindy, Dwayne, Kevin, Daniel D, Sean, Lisa, Augustine, Tony, Steve, excuse me, Kai Zhang, Michelle, Craig Leverett, Joe Brawl, Gil, Robert, Sally, Sarah Black, Seth, and Sarah Moore. Okay. Now, so far, that's who is on the team profile. Now, I'm going to log in. Okay. We're going to see who's been sent the invites. So bear with me real quick. I already click on team management. It'll take a while to load here. Okay, let's see here. Guess that's going to be this. Let's see if this lets me in. Hopefully I don't have to. Oh, good. All right. That worked out well. I didn't have to try to retrieve passwords or anything. Okay, so you can see these are folks we sent the invites to and they're still pending. It's like Betty's got one. Charlie, we call him Charlie, by the way. Chirat, Chalita Connie, Dan Levy, David Edwards, Dennis Newton, Eric Reisner. So not sure let me see if Eric's on the night. Eric, we're going to pick on you if you don't mind, if you're on. Just had a great call. Eric's not on. So let's continue forward here. But in any case,
Him on earlier, Gare.
what's that?
I saw him on earlier. Let me double check.
I thought so too. Yeah.
Got the sun blasting me over here. He's not on right now. He knew it was going to go on and he ditched off, man.
Yep. Let's see. Here's Gina. How about that pending? So if I go over here, I can click resend. Now I don't know what it looks like on your end. It may show up in your notes. So if you on your profile go back up here, inbox. You can look in your inbox.
Hey, Heather's on the call. Grab Heather. Let's pick on Heather Price.
Heather's on?
Gary,
There, yes.
when I was having those issues, I wasn't getting the invitations. So you might want to check with these people to see if they actually got the invitations. Because mine would have been pending if I never got it fixed. But I wasn't even getting the invitation because this one thing had to be clicked. Like I said, it was down deep in the back office down, and the agent had to meet me there. It wasn't something I could have ever found on my own.
Right. Yep. No, I know my situation. This has happened a few times. The agent would have an old profile with an old email. So the notification was going to their old email. That happened. That's happened a lot. And but let's check on Heather here. Let's see. I'm going to do a resend. Okay. So Heather, if you can hear me, I just resent the Zillow invite to join the team profile there. Now, if I click on I can't look at Heather's back office or Heather's account, but again, everybody should have this inbox here. You can look at the inbox and see if you received any notifications. Let's see if I have any recent notifications here. January 5th, there was one. Tony, that's Tony. He's on the team. Okay. So in any case,
I have a question, Gary.
Hey, Karen.
I don't remember ever receiving anything, but are you sending it to our regular email or to our EXP email?
It's like I was just saying, it depends on your Zillow profile. So click on my profile, and my old profile had an old email, right?
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yep.
And we have to go in and do our profile anyway.
Correct. So I'm going to go to my settings and see if it shows me what email I have in there. Edit account settings. Let's click on that. So now it has this email. So this is the email I would receive my notifications on from Zillow. Okay. But what you would do is you would go into your account settings and check this setting here, your email. And chances are, if you're not receiving the notifications, it's an old email. That's 90% of the time. That's what we've seen,
But if we didn't receive an invite,
yeah,
like which I didn't, which email would we be expecting that from? Or
it depends on your Zillow profile. You have to log in.
Oh, again, it would be Zillow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's what I'm running into. I apparently have 5 Zillow profiles. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, go pick up something else, man.
Okay, so we should go back in and take a look at our Zillow profiles.
Correct. So if everybody can write that down, if you want to go ahead and do that now while we're on the call, I wanted to make this a working session because I know how life is. We can talk about it tonight, and tomorrow you wake up, you got 10 emails and 5 phone calls, and it takes a back seat. So everybody here that has a Zillow profile and is not on the team profile, go ahead and log into your account, and I'll wait for you to do that. And when you're in, you want to click on settings, okay? And in settings, you'll see this right here. It says edit account settings. You click on that, it'll tell you exactly what email is in there. And if it's not the one you want, you can click on edit and change it. Now, some of you may try to log in and you can't remember your password. Believe me, when I started, guys, it was an email from, I swear, probably 12 11 years ago. 11 years ago. And I had no clue what the password was. And even though I set up a new account thinking I would work around it, that didn't work. So that's when I had to call Zillow, just like Bonetta did, and they had to delete my old account so that I could continue forward with the new account. So that one you might want to write down. I'm not suggesting everybody call Zillow tomorrow. I would try it on your own first. And first thing is check the email. Chances are, if you're not getting notifications, it's exactly what it is. It's some email from a prior broker or who knows what, you know. In fact, if it was a prior broker, they're probably not even getting it because they probably deleted your email from their system. Okay, let me check the chat box here. Please resend to me. Thanks, Kay. I did see Kay on there, so I'm going to go back to team. And I think they were alphabetical. Let's do page 2 because I think that's where I saw. There's Kay. All right, so Kay, I just resent that. All right. I think I sent Heather's. These other people, I usually have one-on-ones with them. I'll check with them one-on-one. As I know Jody's on. She has something she has to do on Monday evenings. She just had a big closing, by the way. So actually, I don't know if Trevor's on. Trevor had a really nice one also. Congratulations, you guys. Dwayne had a nice one, a really nice one. So congratulations, Dwayne. Let's see, PF. I'm gonna. Hey, PF, would you mind being a guinea pig? Let me see.
Yeah, sure. I'm actually trying to log into my Zillow profile.
Okay. I'm gonna
sounds good.
Promote you to co-host, and you can share your screen.
Oh, I'm in the middle of typing in my passwords. So
What's that?
hang on.
Yeah, password tripped me up too. I know you're here because I'm talking to you, but I don't see PF under panelists. Gina, do you see PF under the panelists? Oh, here he is, right next to you. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, he's in panelists.
Yep. All right. Hey, Giselle, if you want to, by the way, I saw an email from, was that your license coming through?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Oh,
I'm not sure how to check it though, but yeah, I think so.
I'll be able to check it. Let me,
Okay.
I'll do that first thing tomorrow, or if after class, I can do it too.
Okay.
Let me write this down.
Yes, because I need that to open up the Zillow, right?
Yeah, so yeah, what you want to do is you will need an active license to I believe so, to be on Zillow. And all you do is go into Zillow.com and just follow the instructions to set up an account. I mean, honestly, it'll probably take you all of 60 seconds, you know.
Okay, so I can do that right now.
Yep. And DeAndre, if you might want to, if you don't have one, DeAndre, you know. So, by the way, guys, DeAndre's getting some business going too in the Pittsburgh market. I mean, he's a real hustler. Congratulations, DeAndre, too, on that. You know.
Yeah, thank you. You're talking about the Zillow account, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have one. I think I might have two. I think I might have had two profiles. So if you send me an invitation, I might have went to my old one.
I'll double check here. We're gonna have PF take us through a exec. It's because I'm the team leader. Mine will probably look different to yours, but plus I'm already on the team profile. So we want to see. Okay, so there's no new indicator there for me, but check. Let's see, where else will that show up? Inbox, spam, no results there. All right, let's do this, PF. I'm gonna reduce my screen here and go back out there. And let's see, side by side exit full screen. Let's go back here, Zillow. There it is. PF. Okay. So I just resent it, PF. Not. You've already sent PF a Gemini's. Jimenez an invitation. Hey, please try again tomorrow. So chances are, PF, if you check your profile on Zillow, it may be a old email. If you're going to take a quick look at that and see what email's out there. PF Jimenez, there it is. You're at KW.
Right.
That's yeah. So you just edit that one there, and I don't know if I don't think it'll let me resend it again because I think you can only send it once a day. But that's, guys, that in most cases, like I was saying earlier, most cases is the reason why you're not receiving the notification is you, in your Zillow profile, you have an old email. Okay. Okay. Is anyone else doing this while we're walking along here?
I have a quick question.
Yep.
If you have an account already, like not as an agent, do you just use the same account?
No, I think we found that out too, Giselle. You can have a consumer account, and I actually had one of those too. As a consumer, just looking from years ago. But from what I remember, the person I spoke to at Zillow said you have to have a separate account for you as an agent, right? Like at the professional account.
Because I tried creating a new account, but my email was already registered, and I think it's just from having an account from years ago.
Yeah. Do you have another email account?
I do.
You could try that, or you could wait because EXP will assign you an email account too, you know?
Okay.
You could do it that way.
Okay.
And then what we do at EXP is it's almost automatic. When you're going through the onboarding process, you select, you'll have an email that's going to ask you instructions. You select which email you want to have your EXP emails get forwarded to. So you don't have to keep checking EXP, you just check your normal email and all your EXP emails will go to that email, you know?
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yep. So, okay. Or let me just drop down here and see who else was on here. Hey, Chris Patterson, if you haven't done so, you probably would want to do this too. Juan, Anna, Seth, I think I saw some of your names already on there. But again, it's one of those things for a few extra minutes of work. It could drive in some extra contacts for you. Okay.
Yeah, I put in the chat. If you could send it to my EXP email, I put it in the chat.
Well, I don't actually do. Zillow doesn't give me that option. Like when I'm
okay.
Yeah. So what matters is what you have in your Zillow account. That's the
okay. I'm in the account now.
Okay. And then click on what was it? Settings.
Okay.
And then yeah.
Edit profile or
yeah, I think you can do either edit profile or edit settings. If you click on the symbol, your face on the upper right hand corner, drop down your options. You should see settings, like account settings.
Okay, yeah.
And then you can edit your account settings.
Okay, yeah, I got my name and then I got not a photo yet, and I got my email and my phone number here.
Okay, which email is on there?
The Christopher.Patterson@EXP.
That's already in Zillow?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Now let me do this. Let's reduce that. Let me go back one screen. We might have to go back to the number one screen. See, Chris. Okay, I don't see that you've received the invite yet, but what I can do is add team members, agent name. Is it Chris in Zillow or Christopher?
It's Christopher.Patterson. They pretty much put my whole, Christopher.Patterson@EXPRealty.com.
Yeah. And what city and state did you use?
Should have been Decatur, Georgia.
Okay. Whoops, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay. You are right. DECATUR.
Yes, DECATUR. Yes.
Okay, let's do search. There you are. Invite to team.
Gary, could you try sending me the invite again?
Yep.
I'm actually displaying how to update your profile.
Okay. Allow to export clients, invite the team.
PF, have you saved your settings yet?
I'm sorry,
I
what's
am
that?
about to.
Oh, hang on, let me go back and
Yep, all saved.
okay. All right, good. So let me go back in here and go one more to.
And some photo PF.
I knew it looks so presidential.
Oh, thank you.
You know what, PF, it still gave me the same message.
Okay.
Invitation today, so I'll have to.
We'll have to wait until tomorrow or something.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Then I guess I'll cancel my sharing the screen then.
Okay. Yep. Go right ahead. Let's see here. Who else did I see? We already got Augustine. Pi's already on. Bonetta's already on. Teresa Green, Tiffany, Robert, Roger. Okay, I can't see some of these folks have already accepted or on the team, yet they're still showing up in the invite folder. Interesting. Okay, let me go back here to full screen. Now, so far, hopefully we've made some progress here just on that one. Does anybody have any questions on that so far? What I'd like to do is get full participation. If you haven't already done it, go ahead and take advantage of tonight while you're here on this class. And if you're already in Zillow, look for that, and we can determine if you have not received the invite, what the issue is. If you have not set up a profile, you can do like Giselle and go ahead and set one up. Okay. And again, all this we're doing for you is to help you get more business coming in. All right. And it's either do these things or do things that take money. So you get to decide if you're not going to do this type of work, then the other type of work, it will probably cost you a few bucks. Now I don't see it as is Tim Luke on tonight, Gina? Have you seen Tim Luke get on? Let me look at the participant box here.
No, Gare.
Okay, I don't see him. How did I go last week, by the way, guys? When Tim did the class showing his platform that includes Zoodealio, was anybody in that class last week? If you could raise your hand and just type in the chat box.
Go ahead, Nina.
What's that?
Okay. Hi there. Can I talk?
Oh, yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. So I am new. My name is Nina Shoup. I actually have my license, but I have not hung it anywhere. So I need to finish doing that. I'm actually with a sub-2 group, so Pace Morby's group. And we are all over the U.S. And I've working on flipping a couple of houses in Louisiana. Haven't gone so well with a bad contractor. So anyway, I also have a CRM, but I was wondering how this CRM was. So I have like Deal Automator, and you can look up properties and you can get, you can pull lists and things. So I was just wondering how much it would all cost. And then I know there's a whole KV, it's not KV Core. What is it called? What's the EXPs?
KV Core. Yeah.
KV Core. Yeah. So there's that. And then, is it Zool? What was the name of his? Zoologist?
Zoodealio was another.
Zoodealio. Yeah. Zoodealio. I couldn't, Anyway. So it looked pretty amazing. You know, it's hard to see on the screen exactly how it would all work. So I think that was kind of an add-on, right? Is kind of the way he said, or we get half price in this group, right?
Yes. So you're on the class last week then, in other words, right?
Yes, I was gardening and listening at the same time. Yeah, we had all that great sunshine.
Yeah, well, it's nice to meet you, Nina.
Yeah, thank you. Really nice to meet you too, Gary. Yeah, it's awesome.
So the way to view this is EXP is the mothership. They're the broker above all of us, and it's not like traditional franchise brokerage where, Coldwell Banker, Remax, KW, they all follow what's called a franchise model. EXP doesn't do that.
Okay.
EXP follows a framework that's similar to the same framework that insurance companies use.
Okay.
So what that means is there's incentive to attract other people, right, to the platform.
Right.
Compass does that, Exit Realty does it, KW does it. They all have a component of that. What makes us different is, while that's a nice to have, but not a central part of their core structure, EXP made it a central part of their core structure. So the other thing that's different is they've centralized operations in one location in Bellingham, Washington. Whereas most other brokers that are franchise-based, operations is dispersed, right, through every state and every office in every state, which creates a lot of overhead. Number one. Number two is it makes it more difficult for us to operate across state lines. So our team is a national team. We're in 36 states and even up in Canada. And and yet we don't have to have licenses in all those states. I personally have 3 licenses, one in Virginia that's inactive, one in Pennsylvania that's being used for something else for other people on the team doing property management. And the third one I'm using is actually in Wyoming. So 3 different states. So the Wyoming one is what's active with EXP, even though I don't live in Wyoming. Okay. And we work almost like a commercial team. So in commercial, you can work on transactions in all but 7 states with one license. Okay. Now our team happens to not only do we work with owner occupants, we also work with investors. And because
that's what I want to do mostly. So are there just referral fees? That's my main question. If I'm licensed in Washington, I get a commission in Washington. Do I also get commissions in another state or referral fees?
You can earn commissions. Now, the way the EXP commission dispersal system is set up, everything you do that involves someone else, including me, it comes through the referral system, but not because it's a referral. It's just the technology they use to facilitate the commission disbursement. So same thing in commercial. So in commercial, you could work on a triple net lease in Indiana and yet earn that full side, not just a referral fee, like the equivalent of a fee, but you can earn your full side.
Really?
So, yes.
Did not know that.
Our team, we do what we call joint ventures and co-brokerages. So because there are some restrictions. In other words, you can't do a listing in Indiana without having a license there, because you can't utilize your MLS without a license there. You can't legally put a signing arm with a license there. But in certain transactions, you can fully represent your client as much as legally allowed without actually physically being there. So you can get inside of the commission. Or even if you want to co-broker and say, look, let's say Karen Green, she's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She does commercial work too. You could say, Karen, I've got a client that I've been working with for 5 years. He wants to buy a piece of property in Pennsylvania. Can you co-broke with me? Because I'm going to still represent him, help him analyze the property, but I need the use of your license there. And you do what's called a co-broke. Now it goes through the referral system, but it's you structure the commission any way you want.
So it's like a joint venture, right? Then a JV agreement. Yeah, because we have those with sub 2. Yeah.
So, but the other thing that the EXP does because of that core model is you also earn residual income revenue share from other commissions, right?
Right.
So on our team, because we work with investors, I like to suggest to people that at a minimum you have 3 streams of income: your commissions on the transactions you work on for others, your revenue share that's generated residually, and your passive income from your own investments. That's at least 3 things. All 3 are related. Now I'll take it a step further. There are several people on the team that have an additional business, usually related to real estate. Some people are coaching, some have training programs. So in our team, the team is not about me. I'm the team leader, of course, but nothing goes in a team name. Every transaction goes in the agent's name, every listing, every sale, everything. And more importantly, there's folks like Gina who are building her own model. Shastine's building her own model. Dustin Knoll's building his own model. Andrea Davis is building her own model. Deb Warner is building her own training program. If all we've done is we took the EXP model and implemented at the team level. So it's like it's self-replicating is what it is. And at the end of the day, anybody here will tell you I'm a huge proponent of building a business, not a transaction machine. So a business is where you feel, think, speak, and act like a business person because you are a business person. Right. And you focus on relationships that pay you, 5, 10, 15, 20 times over a few short years. With investors, it's so much easier to do it because investors don't buy and sell just one property. We buy and sell multiple properties. Yeah. So also Tim Luke, he's not on tonight. He's the guy that did the thing last week. He's building that platform by leveraging our team's network in 36 states. I think it was 2 weeks before, it was Heather, Trevor, Chris Patterson. I think there was one more person. They were already utilizing it, even though it wasn't complete yet. And I think Heather said it was stupid easy to use. Stupid easy. That's awesome. Because what we're able to do is take existing inventory out there, whether it's expires, FSBOs, deals, you name it, load them up to the Zoodealio platform, and now attracts the cash buyers. Now we know statistically that only works 5% of the time, but that's okay because the model is a marketing model. So now you've got a seller that that wants to sell, and because they're tied in with a wholesaler or not an agent, typically you communicate with them right off the bat. There's nothing to stop you from doing that. So you get on the buyer side, you now got buyers, they want to buy, and they got cash. Right. You can find then the properties that they do want. But again, certain portion of the time, you'll just get that perfect match. And it's like,
so basically you're matching them up almost on your computer, right? You have this one here and this one here and say, this is what they need together. And
pretty much. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Well, I know Heather and DJ, Desiree Root, she's from Oregon. I think both of them got listings right out of the gate from that. I mean, I had a call with them like a day later the first time this came up. And DJ, are you on tonight? Desiree, I think I saw her. I know Heather as I see Heather. But what a great story. I mean, it was just like, instead of questioning, is this going to work? Or what if they say no? She just went right after it. I mean, she just approached the person directly and said, look, I want to sell your house. And okay, good. Let's do it.
I need someone. Yeah.
That's it, man. So, I tell you, half the battle, guys, this is for everybody. I swear, all the stuff that we're doing works really well when you actually do it. And you have to take that one extra step of having that conversation with people, phone call, following up. I mean, and they're none of them are cold calls because you've already had some interaction with them. Hey, by the way, I want to recognize Gerard's on too from Richmond, Virginia. Gerard, I didn't see you on at the beginning. Welcome aboard, man. So Gerard's, I've known him for
Hey, how you doing?
I don't know how many years, 7 years or something like that now, maybe.
I think since 2015.
Yeah, that's 8 years. Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yep. So Gerard does the same thing. He's involved with the wholesaling and working with a lot of investors. But in any case, Nina, I'm sorry if I went off on a tangent. Did I kind of start to at least touch on the answering the questions that you had?
Yeah, you absolutely did. Yeah, I was almost going to join with a Seattle group last year and then realized that they were more direct to seller. I don't know, just finding homes, and I don't particularly want to just go show homes. I mean, I can do some of that, but I guess I don't want to be a buyer's agent, just, driving around showing people homes. So I'm much more interested in being an investor. That's what I've been trained on the last year and a half with sub 2. Well, so this really fits for me.
Yeah.
I met Giselle at a sub 2 meetup last week. So
cool.
Yeah.
If you'd like to, the Giselle, is this the person you're referring to when I was on vacation? Oh, awesome. Hey, Giselle, just set up a three-way.
Okay.
We can go into all the details. I'll show you the platforms and
that'd be awesome.
I created has all the platforms in it, and then you'll be making an informed decision.
Yes. Yeah, I would love that. That would be awesome this week if you have time. Yeah, welcome back from vacation.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna do it more. I think vacation works out really well.
Yes, gives you renewed energy.
That's it. Hey, well, stuff seems to happen. I'm like, man, I step away and everything works better.
Crazy.
So
that's awesome. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. So, guys, let's take on another platform. Does everybody feel like you know what to do now with Zillow? Like you've set up the profile if you don't already have one, and if you do have one, just make the connection.
Hey, Gary, do we still have an assistant to work with our team? Because I know that other guy left.
Yeah, I would say just use me for the time being. We did replace him, but it's not someone that has experience with Zoom. So we have to still train her. She's still in training all the Facebook, LinkedIn, all that stuff. And she's doing great, by the way. But it'll probably be a few more months. So for now, if you're not sure what to do or you run into trouble, as always, please set up a strategy call and we can walk through it that way one-on-one. But on tonight's class, absolutely, guys, take advantage of it. Log into Zillow while we're here and jump in there and try to get that started. So
Karen Green wants to know if you can invite her back now because she's signed into Zillow and good to go.
Yes. Okay, let me go back here.
Okay. And then while you're doing that, Gary does three-way phone calls if we ever have agents that are interested in the team. But he's this awesome in that I have a three-way phone call set up with him for next week. Only since I'm having surgery, it will actually be a two-way phone call and I will not be there. But thanks so much for that, Gary.
You're very welcome. Okay, Karen Green. Hey, Karen, did you just use Pittsburgh as your city?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I just used Pittsburgh. Greater Pittsburgh area or something.
Okay. Let's see.
So do we just wait on the invite?
Wonder why it's not finding it, Karen. Let's see. Oh, wait, hang on 1 second. Let me try this.
Yeah, I did.
Karen, did you just set up the profile?
Yeah, you want me to sign out and sign back in?
That might do it. It's sometimes these things use what's called.
Okay, I did. I just signed out.
Okay, and I'll start over again too. Let me do cancel, add member.
Yeah, sometimes that might help because it resets it, right?
Yep. Pittsburgh. PA. Let's see. Okay, where is it? I wonder if I can't remember. You have an E at the end of Karen Green?
No.
I don't have that either, yeah.
No, I don't.
Load more results.
Don't do that to me, Gary.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to try again later or first thing in the morning.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
No worries. And
Gary, I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have two profiles and I've been trying to get rid of one for the longest because with the two profiles, one of them has current sales for the last several years and the other one, it stops. And when I try to enter on the one that's with the team, it says somebody's already claimed that. And so I've been trying for the last 6 months, even before that gentleman left, to say, hey, can you help me with this? Can you fix this? And then it took Beverly to tell me he was gone because I didn't get a response. So I really need to get that fixed.
You know what it is? You have to do what's called a merge. So you may have to disconnect from the team first, then merge your two accounts because each account's going to have production numbers, right?
Huh.
Yep. And they'll do that for you. I think they have to do it. I don't think it's something we can do. I think.
Right. Well, that's what I need help with but I've sent emails to them. I've sent several emails to support and they'll say, that automatic, we'll get back to you. And then I never hear anything.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
the only time I've ever had any real success with it is I call them on that number.
Yeah, I've called them and no help, nothing. I'm not getting.
Okay.
Trying to get this merged. So I just sent them a text while we were here. I said, can you please delete that profile so that I can have all of my numbers on one? But we'll see, because I have written to support before and nothing. I get crickets.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, set up a one-on-one with me and maybe we can call them while we're on the Zoom. I'll call them from my phone and see if that works. You know, and by the way, Benetta, would you happen to have that number handy?
Yeah. Okay.
Type it in the chat. I know Kate or Heather was asking for it too.
855.
Yep.
3.
That would be great. Heather, Kay, what number? Okay, they're both asking for that. Yeah. So guys, Benetta just typed in the number.
I just typed it to you. So let me see if I can do it to everybody.
That's okay. I can
see. Host and panelists. Is that everybody?
That should work, but I just typed it in myself too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
So Seth's asking, is there a way to connect it with team on realtor.com like Zillow? Seth, there is. So what I want to tell you guys is realtor.com, we haven't started that yet because we wanted to get a lot more ground made with Zillow. And once Zillow is pretty well wrapped up, then we'll start on realtor.com. And then once that's wrapped up, we'll start with homes.com.
Did I hear you say that somebody was getting some actual leads from this?
I think Gilbert said he did. Yeah. There's
to our team one? Does he have an individual account?
Yeah, I don't know about that. He's I don't know if Gil's still on or not.
The leads that I got was when Gary had to set up the HUDhomestore.gov. I've gotten multiple people that have contacted me through that.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah, I did that.
Remember, guys, the 3 quasi-government sites. There's HomeSteps, right? Homesteps.com. All right, now you guys.
What is it?
What? HomeSteps.
HomeSteps. Okay.
Or this will be a quiz night because I'm. Who remembers one of the other two? There's the VA one, and that was
It was the HUDhomestore.gov.
HUDhomestore.com. .gov. I'm sorry, HUDhomestore, right? HomeSteps. Oh, and I think it's HomePath. HomePath is the third one. But we could go into the training material and find this out real fast. Let me do a share screen again. Hang on one second. So I can show the new folks. Share. Okay, let's log into our team platform. This was an interesting night because we got a real diverse mix of brand new folks with seasoned veterans. Okay, we're going to log into the members here. Hang on one second. Hey, how do you guys like the new platform, the back office platform? You guys like this?
Yeah, it looks good. I went on it a couple of days ago and today.
Isn't it much easier to go navigate? Like, here's the market.
Yeah.
You know, before it was all the recorded videos. Here's the marketing. Here's all the calculators and spreadsheets. Here's all the websites we used. Each one of these is a link for all the websites. Here's EXP links, right? And really flow. Okay. These are our team resources, right? Scripts, everything's out here for that. Fast tracks. So, Giselle, this is going to be the first thing we're going to have you in on is the 90-day fast start program. Okay. As soon as you, tomorrow morning, let's touch base, Giselle. Let's make sure you get licenses and then we can do her part. Okay.
Yes, that would be great. So I can get started.
Yep. So in the training programs, I'm going to go into investor agent. The question is, I don't remember which module these things are in. I'm going to try module 3. Let's go into the PDF. I think this is it. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Oop, it'll be module 4 then. Okay, let's go back. Module 4. Oops. Okay. So this is, I believe this is the right module with the government websites. There it is. Yep. Okay, go HUDhomestore.com, the first one, right? And just go through the process here of setting yourself up. Gilbert could probably fit on the details. There's homesteps.com. Okay. Homesteps. There it is. And this is the VA one. Listings.vrmco.com. Listings.vrmco.com. You want to set yourselves up on all 3 of those sites, okay? Oh, here's another one, HomePath. That's the other one, homepath.com. So this is module 4 of the Investor Agent Training Program. And all these, you have to set up your own profile there. So you can sell these government-owned properties, which means we the people, we own them, okay? Those are the 4 sites. I'm glad you brought that up, Gil. Okay, so HomePath, right? Listings.vrmco. Whoops, homesteps.com and HUDhomestore.com. That's probably going to be the biggie. And these are going to loom much larger in the coming months and years. So just hold on to your seats for that, okay? All right, let's do this. We're right around the 8 o'clock mark. I would write down, at least write down bigger pockets, especially for the new folks. Go into bigger pockets and set up a profile. And then go into connected investors and set up a profile there, okay? Those 2 you can and should do now. Connectedinvestors.com and biggerpockets.com. Those are sites that are just for investors. Most of these other sites are for the general consumer. Hey, Nina, have you ever been on Bigger Pockets or Connected Investors before?
I have been on both. I am a let's see, what do they call it? Pro at Bigger Pockets, and then Connected Investor. I tried it out for 30 days and just didn't want to pay the money. Wasn't really using it. So yeah, I'm familiar with both of them. Bigger Pockets is amazing. I'm using it for landlord, for rentals and different things. So
well, they have a paid offer now where they give you a bundle of 25 leads, and these are not like general leads that come into like Zillow and they're going up to 5 or 10 people.
Really?
They select you, they go to you specifically, and they fill out information in a profile. So they're sort of pre-screened, pre-vetted to a degree.
So as a realtor, or as a
no, they're consumers, and you're the realtor. So you set up,
okay.
So you would get them, and there are people, and I think Anna Galumi, and I think she's on tonight. She did that, and I'm pretty sure she got some pretty quickly. You know.
Awesome, that's great, because I am really needing to make some money here. Unfortunately, this contractor, I had 2 properties in Louisiana, screwed me out of about $100,000.
Holy smokes!
Bad. Yeah, it was really bad. It's because I had to redo the properties. I'd paid him, and then he didn't finish them, and then I had to go back in and fix them.
Oh man!
So yeah. So
Nina, where are you in Louisiana?
So I don't live in Louisiana, but that's part of the problem. I had someone taking pictures, but I'm in Seattle, and then I am that's Houma, Louisiana. So I have 2 houses, southwest Louisiana, kind of on the water. Houma is, or near the water.
Right. My daughter's down there, and she has quite a few friends, and some of them are contractors. That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay. She may have heard, actually, this guy's in jail now. His name's Henry Mackles, and he was awful. He screwed over about 30 to 50 people the last couple of years.
So, well, it's not a name I've heard, so.
Okay, good thing. So anyway, like I said, he's in jail. He's been in jail about 6-8 weeks. So we'll see what happens from there, but I don't think I'll get my money back. So that just means I have to work harder.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll help you out.
Thank you. I'd really appreciate it. Cause actually I'm down to 20,000 on my cash out refinance that was from that house. So that'll sell hopefully soon. And then both of these houses need to sell. Praying they sell, and then I'll have a little bit of breathing room. But I gotta get some deals here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep swinging the bat. I mean, that's the thing is it's the way the business is, you don't know exactly which ball you're going to hit when you step up to the plate. And that's why you keep swinging,
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you. I like that analogy. I played softball.
Oh, good. Yeah.
When I was younger. Yep.
Yep. Hey, you still got gas in the tank. Keep playing.
Oh, I do. Absolutely. Yep.
Yep. So
I mean, you can put those properties in Zoodealio and see if they give you a cash offer. I don't know. It's a market cash offer. It may be closer. Just a thought.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I mean, I guess I could try. The only thing is, I paid so much over. I mean, I'm losing money on them anyway. So I guess we're looking at seller finance if I don't drop them 20 to 30,000. So a cash deal would probably drop it more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They do have cash plus offer where they give you a payout and then they go in and upgrade it if needed, and then it comes out a second
Unfortunately,
payout.
they're upgraded.
Okay. So they're ready.
We did all the work.
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was trying to get that upgrade by the value add, and then because we had to redo them, they became a value subtract. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would still load them up there to Zoodealio, because if nothing else, you'll get contact with buyers who are paying cash,
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, that's great. I'll definitely try, because then I could do the seller finance too.
Yeah.
If they have that down payment, right?
Yep. But you can even help them get other properties, if not yours,
Yeah.
Get commission.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's ZOOD, like Dealio, DILIO.
Yeah, but call Tim or email him. Does anybody have Tim Luke's email handy or his phone number from already working with him?
Because I'm driving, but it's ZOODEALIO.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's right. ZOO, like zoo, and then deal IO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what you want to do is talk to Tim, because if you go to Zoodealio directly, you're going to pay $130 a month, Nina.
Right.
But Tim, it's like half of that, 65 or something,
Okay. I thought I'm going to be signing up with the XP, but I didn't know if I had to be signed up with them first before I.
You can also go on as a consumer and get that, and just get the numbers of what they would give you for the property.
Oh,
you didn't have the funds to be paying the startup.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Yep. Hey, real quick, before I forget it, I'm just seeing some other folks. Hey, Clarence, if you could set up a strategy call with me, you should have the strategy call link in the email that Sugar sent you. Clarence, let's see who else we haven't seen for a while. Carrie's on, Carrie Frischetti. Good to see you, Carrie. I saw you filled out the team agreement. So congratulations.
Well, thank you. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Oh, yay.
You still have to do all the other, like the EXP application, all that, I guess. Is that right?
I guess I was trying to look at this stuff from my phone today, and that's hard. So I was kind of on the road, but so that's what I need to do, is fill out those applications yet. That was kind of my question anyhow.
Yeah, the EXP online application is actually sort of the linchpin. Once you get that in and done, then everything else becomes open. The team agreement is simply between the team and you, but it ties together with the EXP agreement. So
I thought those were in the contract. I'm sorry. So those are separate. Okay.
That's okay. No worries. And Sugar can help you out with that. If you're stuck, you can also let me know. And I don't mind jumping on and helping you out there too. So, yeah.
Carrie?
Yes. Hi.
I know. For me, what helped is Sugar. I schedule a call with Sugar on her calendar. And she actually emailed me as well, like a video of the onboarding steps. So I had to pause and take steps and, but the video really helps as well. And she'll send that over to you.
Okay, good. I just need it up on my screen, not on the phone, because it's hard to back and forth.
That makes sense. Yeah, phone, it's not very.
Yeah, phones are bad. They go off all the time. People call you and text you, and just get rid of them,
What did we go over? Because I got here late. I thought it was 7:00 my time.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, no worries. Hey, we do this every week. Next week, Esther, I can't remember her last name. Hang on, I can tell you real quick. You definitely want to be on this, guys. Probably by now, everybody has already done their taxes for 2022.
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Because I have such a headache from last year. So,
yeah. Well, Esther Rades, Rades, she specializes in helping realtors do their taxes, and she goes into all the things you can do with LLCs and things like that. So that's next Monday. So if you're still filing a return as a solo entrepreneur, as an individual, guys, definitely come on next Monday. She's going to help you get set up. So next year, your file for 2023, you can take advantage of some of the things that are available to you. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So that's next week. But in any case, let's see who.
Let me bring up something too, if you don't mind, Gary, just for the new people. And Carrie had mentioned that she missed a lot. If you go into the webinar chat and you go down to the bottom where you can type messages, there's the little smiley face. To the right of that are the 3 dots. And there you can actually save the chat from the entire meeting. So if you find that, handy, any information that's been exchanged, even if you've missed, the rest of it is actually on chat. So I just thought I'd bring that up for those who don't know.
That's flipping awesome, because I never clicked on those, and you can sort of set it up so that people, like attendees, can chat, which I've not known this, which I'm going to fix that so attendees can chat. So any attendees out there, you guys are welcome. And Karen, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I often save them because phone numbers and things like that are actually exchanged, and sometimes that's really handy to have.
Yeah.
So Gary, I need to make a correction. I typed Tim's telephone number in the chat, but the first time I mistyped the number, so I retyped it. So the second one is correct.
Oh, awesome.
So 5413.
Thanks, Panetta.
The first one's incorrect. The second one's correct.
I'm going to hit that in again too, just in case. Okay. That's the real number. All right. So real quick, Clarence Belton, definitely Clarence, if you don't have the scheduling link for me, just check your email from Sugar. It should be in there. If you're still not sure, I'm going to type in my phone number here. So Gary 412-680-3618. And I've changed computers, guys, so I don't even know if I have my own scheduling link. Hey, if anybody has my scheduling link handy, just type it in the chat box here.
I'm grabbing it right now. I've got it. I just got to switch over to make sure I hit everybody.
Thanks, Gina. And Jeff Johnson.
Bookmarked right at the top of my screen, always.
Oh, thanks. Jeff Johnson, set up a call too, Jeff. You and Clarence Smith. I want to go over some things with both of you guys. It's individually good things, by the way. So, and Target, if you could text me or call me or set up.
Will do. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jeff. Hope all is well. How's your wife doing?
She's actually walking around like nothing ever happened.
Oh wow.
Not really, but she's getting a lot of mobility the last week. But she's getting back. She's determined. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. Yeah. Did they put cement in her back, or to do the old school?
I guess a plate and 4 screws, something like that. I don't know what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we were talking to the surgeon after, he's like, "Yeah, I got to go pick up my kids from school now." And it's like, it's no big deal. It's like, I'm not cut out to have that job, but whatever.
Yep. They've done that surgery millions of times by now, but
yep.
Okay.
All right.
Well, good. I'm glad she's on the mend.
Excellent. Thanks.
You're welcome. Hey, Targan, are you going to shareholders event, Targan, in Orlando?
She is.
Good.
I know she is because she bought my ticket.
Oh, good. Hey, Targan, I also need to know how much I owe you. For those of you who don't know, Targan went back. Go ahead, Targan. I'm sorry. I saw you there.
I'm sorry. I was at your schedule hub, and then you started talking to me, so I was trying to fumble back from my phone to get back to the page.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yes, Gina, thank you. But the only bonehead thing is I put, for the hotel reservation stuff, I put in .con instead of com. So now I'm not getting any emails on anything happening. And I'm like, great. So, anywho, hopefully I can call the hotel to get like more info. And if anything, I will give you a call, Gina, but thank you very much for that opportunity. I'm looking forward to it being a great, jump start to, things that I've been kind of putting in place to get ready to jumpstart. So
it was a win because it really helped me, and the fact that it went to somebody on the team was amazing. So I'm really grateful to you.
Yeah. So I'll be excited to tell you about how it went afterwards when I get back. Gary, are you going to be there?
Yep. I'll be there Tuesday night, the 16th. I think that's the night we register. And then I'll be there all the way through Sunday morning.
Okay.
Gary,
I
did you get to speak?
Thursday.
You get there Thursday? Okay.
Yeah, I will be there Thursday. So I will definitely reach out to you so I make sure that we cross paths. Yes, I have your clothes. Yes, to all those who know, I went to Liberia. We have a hotel there, and I'm helping my parents kind of get things situated because this is an election year for our country. So we're, it's going to be a lot of people and campaign like groups who want to take over our unit. So I'm actually planning a trip to go back, I think, in July to help them kind of finalize some more stuff. And just really excited. So if anybody's interested in investing also on that tip, we're looking to put a conference center on the compound so that we have a like official meeting place too for people to be able to, hold their events and things like that all around. So exciting.
Oh, wow. That is exciting.
Gary, can I mention something to Targon?
Yes.
That usually, Targon, when they have these events, there is an EXP event app that you can log into that will show you all the events at the different things that are going to take place at the events. Like when there's the conference in November, and whenever they're going to have events, they put all the activities on this EXP app. It's an EXP event app.
Okay, do I just like go to the Play Store or Google Store Play or something?
Go to the Play Store. Yep.
Okay, I shall do that. Thank you very much, Benita.
Bonetta, you're welcome.
Bonetta.
Yep, and she's going to need that because when I found out it was Target, I signed her up for everything that I could possibly sign her up for.
And I don't even know how to see any of this, so this is going to be interesting.
I literally, because they had not very much space left, and I'm like, I don't care if she wants to run a 5K or not. She's signing up, so I signed her up for everything.
The app is EXP Events. That's the app.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else here.
So Gary, can I ask you something? Are you going to speak? Did you get the chance to speak? Did we vote enough?
I don't think I am because I haven't been notified. But the funny thing is most of the people I know, they don't know either. I don't know what
okay.
I mean, I'm prepared if they do, and obviously I'm happy to do that. But if not, that's okay too. Because sometimes, guys, I got to tell you, sometimes it's fun just being a regular person. I learned that with coaching my kids all those years when I finally had kind of had like with my daughter, she was going into high school, and I was kind of relieved because I just wanted to be dad. I just DAD dad, wanted to be dad and cheer her on and not have to coach her and stuff like that. So it was kind of neat, Plus I get to hang out at the pool and drink these crazy things and coconuts. I don't know what that stuff is, guys, but boy, is it fun. No, just kidding. In any case, let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Does anybody have anything that you wanted to talk about or ask about? Project related, transaction related, client related? We've still got a few. I'll stay on. And if you're if any of you are done, you've had your hour and you're ready to go, feel free. We generally try to give people the opportunity to leave at 8, which is Eastern. But if you have more questions, I'll stay on as long as you guys need to, typically to 8:30.
Gary, this is Kay. I have a question.
Hey, Kay.
What I'm hearing all different kinds of things, and I'm getting a lot of pressure that says that the connected investor data, since they've been bought out by American Title, is more accurate than Real Flow, and that they are now selling to Real Flow. Is that true?
I haven't heard that, but I do have a call into a guy named Don, I think. Don, actually, tomorrow at Real Flow, because I'm going to have him. I'm going to ask him if he can speak at our team meeting on what day is that? Next week on the 10th, to talk about their AI platform. They used to have it when they first started, and they took it away from us. But nobody ever really used it. But I've spoken to people that use it, and they're saying their conversion rates are much higher because they get a rating, and he's rating over 700. Those prospects are more likely to convert. So the trick is, guys, they want like $50 a zip code. So, I mean, I'm trying to do the best I can to pay for as much of this as I can for everybody. But I mean, we're
and I'm not sure if the AI is included in Connected Investor. I just came back from a Lou Brown thing, and I was talking to several people there. And one of the guys that I'm looking to work on with apartments is just really high on Connected Investor and their AI. And he says now that they've been bought by American Title, that they're getting all the best of the best. So I just wanted to throw it out and see what you found out and see what truth is, because I hear so much stuff.
Yeah, well, they're all going to say stuff like that. I don't know how many of you guys knew this. I used to own a title company, and we sold American Title Insurance. Now, what they're using, the data aggregators are the same data aggregators, no matter which company it is. They're all going to the same county data. So I don't know if they can distinguish themselves, and if they can, how they're doing it. But maybe this Don guy can shed some light on that. Now, for me, it's all about, I really don't care so much about how they do it. What I want to know is, what are the results?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I can give you guys a competitive advantage, obviously you see every month we're probably bringing at least one person in with some platform or program, and it's hard to keep up because there's so many opportunities out there. And guys, for the new folks, I just want to give you a complete disclosure here. You don't have to do everything that we do on the team, nor should you. You should try to focus on 3 things and do them well. Over time, you might change those 3 things, because in the beginning, you might choose 3 things that are free or very inexpensive. And as you build your business, you might take on to things that cost more, but yet can produce more. And that's where you really have to be, you have to play offense and defense. And I'll give an example of some of the ones I really like, that Proppy.com, the blockchain people doing title work on blockchain already. And you can buy properties with regular money or cryptocurrency. I mean, I don't want to start that whole conversation because we'll be here all night. But for me personally, I'm making that part of my future, okay? Because I see what's happening, and it's growing fast, it's spreading fast. And if you think about it, probably this time last year, the whole crypto world started becoming more of a daily conversation. Prior to that, you might have saw something in the news once a month, now it's daily. And
how do you spell that? Proppy? How do you spell it?
P-R-O-P-Y.
Okay.
Yep. It's an awesome group of people. I met them personally. They invited me, guys, to speak on their programs sometime coming up for the next week or two. So I'm obviously happy to do that and spread the word about our team.
Thank you.
But like the other stuff that we've seen, being able to, buy land and trade land and sell land, that's another thing I think that should be part of your, if not today, sometime in the future, part of your model. I think affordable housing should be part of your model. Again, if not now, sometime in the future. We got 2 great guys, Craig Leverett and Eric Reisner, working on a program to help bring affordable housing some type of platform to the team is I can see at the state level states starting to offer tax incentive programs for developers and builders to provide affordable housing, and also incentives for landlords to provide it in the way of like guaranteed rent payments, right? So if you ask any seasoned veteran investor and you say, look, if I can help you build a project with real tax incentives, like the Opportunity Zone, for example, combined with guaranteed rents, would you be interested? Every hand would be up, including mine, by the way. So I think that's part of our future, and I think we should be prepared for it. So now these are strategic things as far as practical things, tactics like being on Bigger Pockets, being on Zillow, using the booklet campaign, using letter campaign. Those are things you need to do on a daily basis, right? Strategically is your direction you're going, but the tactics are the actual marketing campaigns that we have that you should be using and really flow, at least right now, you'll really flow to gather the property and owner data, So if you haven't had a call for a while, man, remember guys, education and motivation are like showers. You need to do it every so often, So if it had a call for a while, set one up so we can refresh your memory, get you back on target, back on track, keep your program going. Some of you are doing great. Some of you are just getting started. Each one of you has enough talent to really do well. And you've seen it on the team. You've seen people take off. I mean, Seth Marino's probably the youngest guy here at 18 years old, and he hasn't had a transaction yet, but he just started, and he's already having conversations with multiple investors, right? Getting close to getting some deals put together, simply because he's an action taker. Look at Anna Galumian. She just joined a few months ago. I mean, she's setting the world on fire. It's amazing. So, but my goal is to be the guide and you be the hero, right? And I mean that sincerely. I can't emphasize how important that is, that the team not be about me, the team be about you. Build your brand, your model, right? And choose the marketing campaigns you want, but choose. Don't hesitate anymore. No more indecisiveness. I mean, this market, we've seen this before. Remember, this is my 5th market cycle in 37 years. And the trick is you don't know when it's going to actually turn hard. You don't know. None of us do. If we did, we'd all be billionaires. So what do? We prepare for it. We don't panic. We prepare. And that's why I'm being so really aggressive about this stuff in the last few months is to not hesitate. Dude, if you find yourself saying, I'll get to it next week, unfortunately, the time's going to come and you're going to wish you were prepared. So don't let that happen. Be prepared now. Okay. Get some stuff up and running, get it going, build those contacts, because they're going to pay you handsomely when the market turns, right?
And I concur with what Gary's saying. When it turned last time, which was my first experience on a turn, it turned on a dime. One day it was good, and the next day it was not. And it was bad.
It was.
You can see it if you know what you're looking for. But when it does make that shift, it literally is just like this.
Yep. So the last recession, there were people calling for it as early as 2002. Actually, the guy from Barron's was calling for it as early as 1998, 1999. But in most cases, the people that were predicting it were about 5 years in advance. But everybody else, the other 90%, were like, nonsense. This market is going around and going so fast. Who's heard that from people today? This market is still strong. It's still going faster. So many buyers. I do not deny that. Absolutely true. Same thing happened last time too. And like Gina said, you woke up one day and it was all over.
Look at the banks. They're starting to fall.
Another one just failed today. You see it?
Yes, I did. Another one today. And they're bailing something out. I'm just like, dang it. Yeah. So it's, yeah.
So, I'm trying to be positive because I'm a positive person. And the key is to not panic. The key is to prepare. That's what successful people do. And that's why we work together as a group, right? Think strategically, act strategically, and prepare now. Let's say the market continues strong for 5 more years. Is it going to hurt to be prepared now? No way. You're still going to win, right? So in any case, guys, I feel like I'm starting to preach again, so I'll slow down on that. But any final thoughts or questions, guys? I see some chats here. Hang on one second.
Hey, Gary, I'm just going to mention there's some of us have a chore, our assignment to finish listening to the audiobook, but the audiobook for GIA Global Investor Agent book will be coming out soon.
Yes. Yep. That was a nice surprise too. I thought it was going to be not till like August before they'd have it ready. But guys, it's very likely by the end of June, maybe July at the latest. Our book, and for those of you who are new, true to our culture, 8 of the team members participating in writing the book. I wrote part of it. Gina Gilbert. Who else was on here tonight that was part of that book writing? There was Deb Warner, right? Betty was on it.
Lisa Sears,
yep. Andre LaFountain, he's not even on the team. Melanie's not even an EXP, right?
Catherine,
yep. Kathy Urick, yep. So these are your own brothers and sisters and friends on the team participating in a pretty awesome marketing campaign. And it's already out there in print, but the Audible is what's going to kind of take it over the top. So be prepared for that.
Hey, Gil,
Yeah.
have you listened all the way through it? Not quite halfway through it.
I'm about a third of the way through it, and it's just as impactful in audiobook as it is by reading it.
Have you heard your own chapter yet?
I did, and I made me cry.
I love it. Is it not weird hearing your words with somebody else's voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. My family was laughing and hysterics. They're like, you would say that. You do say that. That's weird to hear somebody else say that.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? How do you have access to the audio already?
The
magic.
Yeah, the publisher who does the Audible, because we're the authors, they gave it to us to review, to look for any errors and mistakes to correct now, because once we have a 45-day window to complete that. Once it's done, there's no turning back. It goes public with any warts and bruises that are. So we have advanced. They give us all access, but to do our editing and give them the edits before they go live with that publication, the full publication.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that was something you could share with the team, but I guess y'all got edits to do. Okay.
I could ask them. I don't even know. I know somebody I gave it to that wasn't one of the authors. They were not able to. I don't know how they weren't able to open it because it looked like it was the same login and password. But I think the print version, I think the way this is done, I don't think I gave up those rights to be able to share that privately. I'm not allowed to sell it privately because I could get in trouble for that. But I think I can share it privately. I'll look into that, see if I can do that,
Because I bought the print copy, Gary, to support the team, but I like Audible.
I'm with you, Bonetta.
They bore me. If I get a book and I sit down 5 minutes, I get bored. I'm asleep. So, I like to read books and I listen to a lot of books on tape. Besides the subscription that I had with you, Gary, I have my own personal subscription. And I have a whole lot of books that I've listened to and that I have, on a wish list. And so I would love to listen to that. If you could share that with me.
Okay.
I'm with you. I'm in the car a lot. So
yeah, exactly. That's when I'm listening to kind of real estate related stuff always.
And that's what will be nice when it comes out on Audible is you'll be able to listen to it in your car. The way we got it is in pieces. So I was able to download it to my phone, but it's not in order.
Yeah. I bought the book, but I listen in the car to everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you or does anybody on the team have experience with parking lots?
Ooh. Not directly. We had a parking garage several years ago that we were working on, but it wasn't my personal deal or anything. I wasn't even the broker on it. But
converting maybe property into, like if you have 2 acres or something, converting it into a parking area, then across those levels, any knowledge?
Well, I can tell you the first thing you want to do is look up those current zoning, and then
Right, of course.
yeah. And if I would really encourage you to, instead of calling them on the phone, you always get better results going in person. But go to your county office where they keep all that stuff, and ask them, has there been any rezonings in the area, and what were the rezonings for? Just to get the appetite for the municipality to see if they're open to rezoning,
Yeah.
Because some of them are completely locked out. It doesn't matter if you're Mother Teresa or Gandhi, if it's what it is what it is. But
Or
others,
they don't like to give you a straight answer because they don't want to get themselves in trouble.
yeah,
That's
well,
what
that
I
too.
find.
But the municipalities that are more hungry for cash and money and tax revenue, they believe me, they'll be all ears. They'll listen. They'll make things happen for you.
Okay, to be continued. I will share and see. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Hey, Gary, quick question. Kind of last minute, but do you have any openings for tomorrow?
I just was looking because I want to help Carrie, but it's unfortunately slammed completely from
Okay.
start to finish.
Okay.
And I've got to go grocery shopping tomorrow after the last call ends at 6 tomorrow. Being away for 2 weeks, we don't really have anything. So
I get it.
Wednesday looks pretty good, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of big chunks. But remember, if you
I don't think we're able to get, oh yeah, maybe for Wednesday.
remember the scheduling link, you have to be 48 hours in advance. So you're already too late for Wednesday, but just do me a favor, shoot me a text. Let me know when you're free on Wednesday, and I'm sure we'll be able to work it out.
Okay.
Yep. And then,
That's good.
and
I
then,
can do that.
okay. And then Carrie, I just saw your message. You're were you trying to do the EXP online application, Carrie? And it says you already were in.
Yeah, I don't, and then I'm going back to the view terms and conditions and it keeps, every time I do that, it like gets rid of my information. I don't know. I'm gonna have to goof around with it for a while. It told me that I was already signed up, but when I put different passwords in, they're not right. And then I hit reset, but I don't get an email.
Do you think you were doing that already?
Sorry, that's my puppy.
I mean, did you perhaps try to sign up a few months before, or was it like in the last few days?
No, I didn't set up, but you know what? I had talked to somebody originally about the commercial, so I'm wondering, but it says for commercial that you should go to a different page. So I don't know. I have to figure it out.
Well, I'll tell you what, let me just write this down. I'll and you're Wisconsin, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Wisconsin. Let's find out what the scoop is. There could be a hoop to jump through, but I won't know until we speak to them. So I'll if I can do it tomorrow, I'll do it. If not, it'll be first thing Wednesday,
Do you want me to meet with you Wednesday then? Should we pick a time now?
Yeah. Well, go ahead and send me.
Throwing his box away, money. The shoebox.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Hey, Carrie.
Sure.
Shoot me a text with your availability on Wednesday. You have my cell phone, right?
I believe so. Just give me that really quick again.
And I'm going to put it right in the chat box for you. Most everybody.
Thank you.
So this is, guys, this is just for you guys. Okay. It's my personal cell phone.
412. Okay.
Yep. If you could text me that, that'd be great. Yep. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna log off here, and as you might have guessed, I brought home some dessert from New Smyrna Beach, so I'm gonna have that and then try to relax before I hit the hay. But boy, that was a good action-packed call tonight. I hope this gave you a little oomph as far as using the online platforms. Anything you can do that's free and easy, always do it. I mean, you've got almost no input other than your time and energy, right? And these things actually do work, because I've done them all. So, but on the one-on-one calls, we get a lot more strategic. So make sure you set those up. Okay, guys? All right. Well, thank you for participating. Thanks again for all the new folks on board. This has been a lot of fun. And next week, we're going to talk about how to set yourself up for filing taxes. And then I can't remember the other two after that, but I'm sure they'll be good. So have a good night, and let me know. Just call me, text me, email if you need anything, and please set up your strategy calls. Okay. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching this episode of Monday Night Live. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and go to realestatewithgarywilson.com to join our community and start building wealth today.